Hello, ladies, gents, and Big Brother agents keeping track of everything I do. We return to Spelunky speedruns forever that will only last 45 more days, 30 more days. September 15th, Spelunky 2 shall be released, and I'm going to dump Spelunky 1 like it's the hot garbage that I dumped yesterday in my own trash can. There will be no sentimentality whatsoever. The moment Spelunky 2 arrives, it will be the fastest you have ever seen somebody dumped a program, just like your mother's boyfriend dumped her and left her in misery, and then you have to pick up the pieces because she just got too damn wrinkly. Well, that was... oh, well, I thought that was the exit there, but indeed, it was not. I've been asked several times, so will you still play Spelunky 1 when Spelunky 2 comes on? Well, that depends how good Spelunky 2 is, but like I have said several times now, I have no doubt Spelunky 2 is going to be, at the very bare minimum, is going to be as good as Spelunky 1. Like, there is 0% doubt in my mind that Spelunky 2 is going to at least reach that watermark. Of course, we'll return to Spelunky 1 for nostalgia purposes now and then, maybe once. I look forward to being killed by Neo Caveman in the Neo speedruns that we will do in Spelunky 2. It will be a great experience to get murdered by a guy wielding a bow and arrow instead of a boomerang. I will be so happy when the teleporter guy just telefrags me in a novel way. When that shopkeeper picks up the clone gun and he clones me, and then my own clone turns around and murders me, you will know we will have reached peak Spelunky 2. It will be a hilarious time to experience our new Spelunky 2 overlords. This is the exit, right? I'm going to assume it is, and if not, we're going to restart. If not, we're going to restart. Actually, you know what? That teleporter changes everything. Yeah, 30 seconds they want to reach 1-2, but are you ready for the incredible amount of teleporting I'm going to do into an arrow trap? You were not ready for how fulminating that death would be, were you? You were not prepared, but the amount of violence that will be thrown to my face, well, thrown to my face in the most immediate way possible. So anyway, obviously, it will be with a heavy heart that will not play Spelunky 1 anymore. But we will have freaking Spelunky 2 to play. At the very least, you will not see it for the months that it takes to explore all of Spelunky 2. And if at some point we reach a state of mind where we're like, you know what? Spelunky 2 isn't as fun as Spelunky 1. How likely do you think that will be? I give it, realistically, there is maybe a 5% chance of that happening. Maybe it gets, bogged down by all the new stuff, Binding of Isaac style, and he's like, I just don't have the fun that I used to have with Spelunky 1, so I'm just going to go back with it, but how terribly unlikely that is, extremely unlikely. So really, I am not worried. I'm not worried in the slightest that may be the case. Very happy with this entire path to the exit. Very, very cool to find that exit as soon as possible. Very nice. So yes, of course, I've been lying all this time when I told you that we will be playing speedruns forever. Not really a lie. It is perhaps an incomplete statement, because the speedruns will continue in Spelunky 2. It will be a little while before I bring them back, because first we'll have to figure out what the hell is going on in Spelunky 2 and how do we even approach a speedrun and all that good stuff. I just put out the PSA talking about Spelunky 2 being available on the Steam store. Ow. Well, I'm glad at least I didn't get spiked. I should just count my blessings instead of damning my curses. Youpla. What I was saying? Oh yeah. Saying that there's going to be all these different paths. How is the speedrunning community even going to categorize them? It's going to be a nightmare for the folks in charge at MOTH ranking. Freaking points of damage here. Ridiculous. To even figure out all the categories. I see keep saying categories. Is it categories or categories? Pretty sure I have asked this question before. Don't worry, I'll forget it in no time at all if you answer that question for me. Yeah, just put me out of my misery. It's alright. Just spit on my corpse, why don't you? Nothing I'm not used to. That is the encapsulation of the Spelunky's experience right there. Just fall onto acid spits and then you get spit on your corpse. That is like the spirit of this game, and I embrace it. I love it. Hopefully you do too. So anyway, you know, very much in my mind. Very, very excited. I'm still weirded out by the people that ask me questions that I have no way of knowing, like as if I am privy to anything. Everything that I bring you in PSAs and videos that I make about Spelunky 2, it's 100% just public knowledge, public statements. I don't have a private specific line to the Lord of Pain, Derek Yu, or any of his underlings. It's just me calling knowledge from the internet and bringing it to you in a digestible manner. There you go. Oh, could I use those bombs? That would have been a great addition to my arsenal, but looking pretty good this speedrun so far. Get answer. Oh, will it be an Xbox? Bitch, just make a freaking oh jeez. Just make a freaking Google search. How the hell will I know? Well, this was an unpleasant experience. How the hell would I know? But I do know. It will be on Xbox, just later. They haven't announced. But this is also a statement that he made. Like, we have the PS4 release. Steam will be very close after. And there will be other platforms soon after that. Or eventually. He didn't say soon, but there will be other platforms after that. So I can pretty much guarantee there's going to be a Xbox release. There's going to be a Switch release for I mean, there's no way he's not going to get that Switch release. All right, friendos. Grunk gets shot in the face. Not terribly heartbroken about that, but maybe I should be, because he meant my own demise, because Grunk was in the way. Ow. Preventing all those shots from reaching my enemy. So once again, hard hands. Endeavor. My goodness, please, this point of damage right at the start. This cannot be. I'm just too damn jittery with excitement. That's what's going on here. It is not incompetence being bad. It is me being far too damn excited about this Spelunky 2 release. And something I really, you know, I have a very calm, very chill attitude to future releases. It's like, it'll come when it comes. There's so much entertainment. I've gone about this at length before. There's so much entertainment out there. I never actively wait for anything. But now that the release is close, I am noticing quite the rise of excitement in my heart, because I am honestly looking forward to experiencing the Spelunky 2 release. It's going to be a really fun experience. It's difficult. Thought that he would turn around right away. I was counting on him setting foot here and immediately turning around. I did not expect him to keep going. So I don't really feel bad about that death. It was just a lack of knowledge death. Because how often do you try to piss off shopkeepers at the gambling booth? It is so rare that is the one time where you start violence negotiations, you know? It's so rare for that to be the case. Yeah, rise of excitement. Because, man, it just looks good. It looks like a really, really fun experience. And it's going to be fun, not on that level of just playing a game, but experiencing all the mystery and all the, you know, discovering all the new things that we can do in a game that will be so familiar and yet so new. It's going to be a fantastic time. Very much looking forward to it. Very genuine excitement going on. I'll take some sticky bombs, don't mind if I do, although it does make the methods that I've tried to kill Olmec a little bit more challenging, not to say harder. A little bit more challenging. 3 points of health. That. Oh! I'm too elite for you, you filthy scorpion. Disgusting piece of trash. You wanted to puncture me with your big throbbing appendage? But no. I stopped you from evil intent. This frog will totally hit me in. Well, we love parachutes, don't we? We just love the friggin' parachute. It should have been... Ah! It should have been a perfectly safe descent. Instead, I got murdered, time-wise, by the nonsense parachute garbage piece of trash. So yeah, I've been slowly... I'm buying my own hand. Like, you know, with all the PSAs and actually paying attention to news and all that stuff, I've been building my own hype. I wasn't hyped myself, and then from reporting and keeping track of it for the purposes of keeping you fellas informed, I'm like, you know what? You know what? I'm actually genuinely excited by my own hypeness. My own hyping? Look, I don't trust this game keeping me alive. Blue frogs will always get you. They'll find a way. They will concoct a path to your gonads and eat them out. They will eat your heart and feast upon your soul. That's what they do. The blue frogs, dead inside, want only the flesh of tasty, tasty human meat. All right, get out of here. Get out of here. Whereas my excitement for the other thing that I was hyped for, oh boy, here I come. I'm going to tell you again about Necromunda and their Hive Wars. The game nobody cares about. I'm going to talk about it again. Because the closer it gets to release, the less excited I am. The news that had come out is like, meh. Super big red flags of no gameplay whatsoever being posted. It's like, woof, woof. This looks ominous. Let's hope for the best, but I am prepared already for the worst. Definitely will be waiting for some gameplay. Oh my goodness, what a terrible, terrible path I have chosen to follow. Definitely will be waiting for some gameplay on that one, even though I will be missing out on the... You know what? You're dead meat. I don't like you, and I think you should die. Terrible death. Waiting for some gameplay on release, even though I will be missing out on the sale that they have for pre-ordering, which is, in itself, a red flag. Do good games put their pre-orders on sale? Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Please get me out of here. I wanted to hold on to this stupid rope and then get to the exit. That was a massive waste of time because I failed to hold on to the rope. So, you know, a little tepid, a little trepidatious on that particular release coming out. Still very much keeping track of it and hoping for the best. Let's just hope. Look, it was like 4 different things to keep track of between the bat, the monkey, the shopkeeper, and the spikes. One of those things was going to get me, okay? Only manage so many things. You cannot blame me for succumbing to a perfectly concocted trap. Sometimes Spelunky just puts all the elements together and it knows. It just knows. There is no way out of this one, bitch. Alright, fella. I'll just go down. We'll get one of these. I actually wanted the pickaxe. What happened to it? There it is. I have grabbed the climbing gloves. Not pleased. Not gonna lie. Oh wow, I went entirely the wrong way, huh? Entirely the wrong way. Let me just skip through here. 32 seconds, but you know, pickaxe and jetpack. We will make this work. Don't worry about it. Oh boy. Here comes Grunk to make my life impossible again. No. Don't do it. Better. Much better. Grunk's still alive. He has a knack for staying alive in speedruns. You just don't give him time to throw himself into the clutches of suicide. No, don't spit me. You son of a bitch. Very difficult spitting cobra here. Alright, it's alright. No. I had the one on the right on the control. I was like, easy exit here. The other one had to come around. I was kind of keeping track of him, but one of those bullets was too slow and too high for me to dodge. Anyway, it's alright. Everything's fine. Sometimes you just get one of those bad series of seeds where you have no blame of your own. It's just all the arrangement of the levels, and there's just nothing you could have done. That's the path I'm going to take. What did I tell you? All this experience with speedruns has filled me to the brim with an excuse for every turn. What, do you think I don't have one ready and available to make sure that none of the blames lands on my shoulders? Absolutely got it. I am the most excuse-filled son of a bitch that you can possibly encounter. And I look forward so much to building a brand new Rolodex of excuses for Spelunky 2. Brand new and exciting. Like, oh boy. Stupid mount behaved in this unpredictable way that I could not foresee. Oh, I can't believe the Nega Frog from Doom, which is going to be the boss of the aquatic place. What was the official name of that place? The Nega Frog from Doom used his death ray to throw me onto the coral spikes. What could I have done? That random attack just stopped me right away from doing what I wanted to do. Well, I chose the wrong path and I own it. It's alright. We're going to find some way. This will get me to where I want to go. I guess we could use 2 bombs and go into the haunted castle. It's doable, I guess. Still managed to do 20 seconds. That's decent. Holding on to this shotgun because I feel like I have determined... Well, there was 3 enemies. I can only deal with so many. Hate to use my last bomb, but it's kind of like a necessity right now. What is with all these enemies all over the place? I feel like I have determined using this shotgun is actually the way to go for me because I am too damn incompetent. I have no... oh boy. no compass. So it's all guesswork finding that exit. Am I going to get all the way to Olmec with 0 bombs, 0 ropes? So this seems to be the case. Very easy. Oh man, Kali almost got pissed too. This is the wrong path, but we have a good save. It's a little passageway right there. Oh yeah. So anyway, oh baby, this thing's safe. Not the right path, but again, easy enough to get here. Oh man, a machete, the greatest thing you can find in a speedrun. Absolutely fantastic. Looking forward to creating more videos about all kinds of topics. Ooh, don't freeze me. I said it before, I'm like the liberation that I have felt from the fact that I am no longer nose to the grindstone on gameplay videos. It is for reals. You got wrecked, son. And I am so chock full of video. I have literally a good 10 videos in the pipeline for the other channel because it's the moment that I stopped keeping up with 1 video a day of gameplay. It's like there was an explosion Oh boy. Off they go. An explosion of video ideas in my head. You can take it, Daphne. You are a trooper. We go to 4-3. And there's going to be, it's just so outlandish and so eclectic. It's going to be all kinds of foolishness coming out of White Moth. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, I have a second channel. White Moth is just random stuff that comes out of my brain. It can be serious, it can be goofy, it can be disturbing, it can be something that will scar you for life, and you just don't know until you click on that video. It's just so damn exciting. So damn exciting to make those videos and make them a reality. And they can be anything from a 30-second idiocy to a 30-minute freaking lecture. It can be anything at all, and I am just so damn looking forward to putting those videos out. I have five ropes right now. Please don't murder me, you filthy creatures. You all want to destroy me. I'm watching you, you gross egg-leg monstrosities. You think you can get me? But no. Oh boy. you will get me. That was a mistake. I mean, we were, what, 4 minutes 15? But we had no jetpack. We had barely any resources. So it was a no jetpack run. Jackie got slightly violent there. She was a great boon to my survival. We're going to keep this speed run because that violent throw of Jackie was hilarious enough in my mind for me to want to keep it in case this is an actual successful speed run. Not very happy with this path though. Just throwing bombs into the trash. Could still pan out. There's the chest. To spend an extra dumbass resource to get to it. But hey, like I say every time, if we make it to the black market and then we do good things in the black market, it can all be turned around, go to hell. We'll have a great successful hell run. Or we can find very, very pointy spikes and get immediately obliterated. You never know what you might get. Just opening that beautiful present box every time you start the run. And you know, most of them are spring loaded with a boxing glove that just hits you in the face and breaks your nose. But some of them are filled with delicious chocolate. You know what? I'm even saving you, Major Stupid. I'm just that kind of good Samaritan. I am the most kind-hearted individual you have come across so far in this land of terrible people and monsters. Yeah! Terrible people and monsters. I am your savior. How bad does a place need to be for Paco to be the best person in there? Holy crap, must it be a den of scum, villainy, and depravity. Is this the exit? I don't know, man, but we're going that way because I already committed to this side. Boy, do I regret it immediately. Thankfully, we do have some arrows to spare. Hey, we have that. We have that compass now. We might pan out. We'll spontaneously come across the black market. And everything will be better. Look at that, super fast 1-4. I'm going to make it work. That black market is going to be right in front of my face. Don't you worry. Blue frogs are nothing. Every time, man, it's like Boomerang Boys. They have a much different timing than other stuff. It's like they're way faster. So I never have the presence of mind of always like planning where that whip needs to go. I always whip too late to get those boomerangs. Something about them is just too damn fast. That reflexes of bionic men. Off we go. Not very hopeful for that black market, honestly. It is plain really hard to get. But we do have the compass. Oh, there's the exit right there. Oh boy. Pretty sure we didn't see it. So I'm not feeling a mighty amount of shame. Hey, without a jetpack, this is still a good run. Please let me through. Pretty nightmarish jungle, not gonna lie. Oh, we actually found the exit quick enough. We got through all those terrible villages. Those villages, man, they're just such run killers. They're super tough. I have 10 ropes. I should be way more proactive from the ropes. Because we have so many of them. Ah, la, 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 la. No! Once again, just uncannily simple yet deadly. Beautiful setup. But the algorithm, the nice deterrent on the ledge in the form of the Yeti, and then the mine preventing you from staying there. What a beautiful combination that was. You know, you just get to appreciate the art of it. It's like watching a torture at work. Yeah, it's disgusting and awful, and the suffering is terrible, but in some level, you appreciate how effective they are, how ruthless. Am I alone here? Am I alone here in watching those torture videos and just appreciating the art of it? I might be in the minority there. Like, everybody gets those dark thoughts, right? Everybody gets the dark thoughts of you're driving down the street and you see that lady with the stroller, and everybody gets that impulse to just swerve with the wheel and just run them over, and then quickly go back to your lane and just keep driving like nothing happened. And it's like, who's going to know? Who's going to know? Are they going to match who you were? Especially, like, you need to do it from behind, obviously, so they don't see you coming, and they never can figure out license plates or model or anything like that. Just make sure that to main them properly, so they don't get, they don't get the chance to look back and see who did it. And of course, you do it somewhere without witnesses. Don't be a noob. Don't be foolish. When you indulge your dark thoughts, not like I ever would, but it's good to think these things through just in case. What if it actually happens? What if then, like, one of those days you just cannot help yourself and the dark passenger takes over and does it? You better be ready. You better be ready. I embrace this descent into madness. Better be ready to make it work instead of just dooming yourself to paying for your tiny lapse of judgment. It's really a no-brainer. You should always be prepared for the dark thoughts to take over and just make it work. I'm going to ignore that chest because the key's not going to be anywhere in my path. It's just how it was going to be. Anyway, I'm sure this is extremely relatable. I don't need to, like, over-explain it or anything, right? So let's just simply move on to the next narrative nonsense that comes out of my face. Cool exit, bro. Let's just keep on going. I had something to tell you, and then there was that sound. I don't know if you heard it from the phone, and I was like, what the hell was I talking about before that? I don't know. Recently. So I mentioned that I have watched Twilight and the second movie and the third. Frog, we just had a moment right there, you and I. We just had a great moment of understanding. And I was saying how, yeah, the third one's garbage. But the first two, while bad, they did not deserve all the bashing. Now that I have watched the entire series with my wife, whom was pretty into it, she enjoyed them. Especially the ending. It has a very sappy, happy ending. So, very romantic. She was all about that. And that's something that I'm also a proponent of. I don't want to ever leave you with a downer ending that just makes you feel gross. I don't mind making you feel gross in the middle of a story. I really do want you to be satisfied by the time you end it. Holy crap, get me out of here. Oh boy, what a nightmarish situation we got there. But anyway, By far, I would definitely tell you. Yeah, they were mediocre movies. They were not something I would get into or enjoy particularly. But, man, they did not deserve all the intense bashing they got when they were coming out. It was just the fashionable thing to do, to bash the Twilight movies. They're just mediocre romance movies with bad CGI. But I honestly enjoyed it from the angle of so bad it's good. I was actually having a great time just riffing on it. It was a really enjoyable time to watch them, even though I'm not into, you know, it was somewhat ironic, but in a good intention ironic. I had no acrimony against it. It was just a good time. It was just a good time. There's this cringy dialogue that the absolute, if nothing else, the Twilight movies deserve all kinds of praise and just love, if only for the delivery of the best line perhaps ever uttered in the entire history of cinema. Kristen Stewart comes out and with all kinds of righteous outrage, she stands on that cabin porch and she goes, You nickname my daughter after the Loch Ness Monster? And it's like the most beautiful line ever uttered by a human being. It is so good. I butcher a little bit, not a lot, but I did butcher a little bit. I am sure there's like 20,000 videos quoting that line on YouTube. And man, was it so much fun to watch that in real time. It being played 100% straight. It was, oh boy, freaking hilarious. Anyway, hopefully you agree. You can look it up and you can have a good laugh hearing that line being uttered. Still just cracks me out just thinking about it. It's just so good. So damn good. I wonder how many takes it took before they could record that entire thing without breaking into laughter. I don't know, but one way or another, I think we're done with this pickaxe, right? We're just doing this thing. Oh boy. Oh, there was another spider. I was like, oh, I got this nail. There was another spider. And then Olmec ended another. This was a pretty good run. Without the jetpack, I don't think I've gone that far. Anyway, hopefully you enjoy yourself and all the nonsense that I have spoken today. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, don't nickname Kristen Stewart's daughter after the Loch Ness Monster.